We've got Clare Balding in the studio. She's covered no less than 7 Olympic Games, won a BAFTA, hosted the BBC Sports Personality of the Year. But, surprisingly, as it may seem, sport is not the broadcaster's first love.
No, it is, in fact, dogs. Fans of the canine contest show Crufts will, of course, be aware of her passion for dogs. But what they might not know is that she's on a mission to find a new best friend after so sadly losing her beloved dog, Archie. Lovely to see you
nice
this morning.
To see you both as well.
I imagine seeing pictures of Archie is still quite heartrending.
Yeah, yes. I mean, he was gorgeous. He was a Tibetan Terrier. Very soft, very cuddly.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Most of the time. Not always the most obedient, but we adored him. And they, you know, dogs give you this amazing social life as well as a reason to get up and outside, and you make friends because of your dogs.
You do, and you say in the book, he wasn't particularly gifted or well-trained, but he suited us.
Yes. I hear your dog is really well-trained.
He is well-trained now.
Right.
Now, he wasn't at first, but now he is. Oh, there he is, look.
There's your dog.
Looking
Gosh, that's great.
Yes. Great teeth.
Really brilliant, trained with brushing his teeth.
But the thing is, I got a dog. This is our first ever dog, but you, when you were little, as you say in the book, thought you were a dog. That's how in tune you were with your family dog. Tell us a bit about those first memories of having your dog.
Well, I think my mum had boxers. Dad had lurchers, Mum had boxers, so we had both, obviously. Yeah. But you know how sometimes in families you used to be, that's your dog,
that's your dog. Yes,
dog.
Exactly.
And Mum's dog, Candy, I think I thought she was actually my mother, because that was the first face I kind of saw and connected with. But yes, I did. And I don't think it's a bad thing to think you're a dog, actually, because it's only, you know, there's food, sleep, love and play.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the only things that matter to dogs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Part of the pack. Sit when you're told to sit, come when you're told to come, go for a walk, wag your tail. You know, don't go around sniffing everyone's bottom.
Claire, yes, we want to talk to you about that later.
It's got us into trouble in the past.
Yes, it has. You smell nice.
So tell us about the book, then, because this is you're on a mission to try and find a new...
The kind of driving force behind it is, you know, go around the country, hang out with other people's dogs in the hope one day of finding the right breed and the right dog for us. And actually, because I've spent a lot of time now with the Dogs Trust, I think, you know, knowing about all the rescue dogs... So at my book launch party, loads of dogs came. and all the talks I've given, people have brought dogs along with them. And then you get their stories about their relationship with their dog, what their dog's brought to their life. There's a great charity called Dogs for Good that trains dogs to help people who need assistance.
Yes.
I was just talking to one of the teachers outside about, you know, the benefit that dogs can have in schools, that they can help reluctant readers, but also with truancy, they can actually help kids who, you know, really hate school.
Or have social anxiety in school. There's a lot of that since COVID,
and if you promise the kids that hate school that they get to walk the dog in the afternoon, they'll stay. Yes. So there's loads of benefit. I think dogs should be in the workplace. I think we should basically.
Do you think they should be reading the news?
I do, actually.
Too fast. Hosting awards shows.
Oh, so Richard Arnold was telling me about this website he's tried.
Careful, you went to one of Richard Arnold's websites.
No, he just told me it this morning.
OK.
And it's called Rover, and they will walk up their neighbours' dogs. Because one of my big concerns is I do think still, and particularly at Christmas, people can be a bit rash in the way they buy their dogs.
Sure.
And they think, like Amazon, it's going to turn up tomorrow. And, you know, click a button, buy a dog. Really, really, really...
And that it won't be hard work because everyone has one, which is not true.
Really, really don't do that. If you want to know whether your life and your home and your family can cope with a dog, actually look after other people first, which is what you said.
I tried to add Jack. Yeah, he wasn't interested.
No. And can I just go on a serious note about the XL bully story? Because I know you're quite strong. You've got quite strong views on whether... Because obviously the government's banning the breed, essentially.
This government is. They're not in Scotland, actually.
No. But you have quite strong views on that, don't you? Because, of course, you are a dog lover. But what do you make of the scandal around these dogs?
I hate the idea of dogs being weaponised, OK? Really hate that. But dogs are weaponised by people. And any dog actually is capable. Certain breeds obviously can lock their jaw and can cause a lot more damage. But loads of the big breeds and loads are really lovely dogs. And I'd be very scared if you were the owner of any of the bigger breeds, even like a Rottweiler or any of the Mastiff types, or indeed a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, smaller obviously than the XL Bully, because people are starting to react out of fear. And I think dogs pick up on that.
Yes.
So I'm just not sure that the ban... Well, I know the ban doesn't actually address the root cause of the problem.
Ban the people. No. Sorry, you wouldn't go that far. But do you know what I mean? You think, as many dog lovers say, it's the people, not the dog.
Well,
that's the problem.
There are obviously certain dogs are capable of causing more damage.
Interesting.
But they are only capable of it if they are trained to do that, to be vicious and violent.
Or not trained properly to follow instructions. Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, all the dogs that work in the police force are trained to bring people down, but also to release. That's the point. You know, when we use dogs in so many different ways, we can train them to do lots of different things. Yeah. But you've got to be able to also be able to train them to say and stop.
They are incredible creatures, aren't they?
They're amazing. One of the things, for the most part, they're amazing, and I hate that story because it's like it makes out that all dogs are dangerous. They're not, and I really. You know, there's so much joy in dogs, and hopefully that's sort of.
Hang on, though. Your producer didn't much like Archie.
Oh, Lucy, yeah.
Your producer and your ramblings. I know it says in the book Lucy wasn't a big fan of old Archie.
No. She did confirm that. Look, he was sweet, though.
He was sweet. You must miss him.
I do, yeah. I really do. And everything that.
How's the search going? Have you got closer?
Have you ruled out any breeds?
Well, I was very keen on a dog called a Hungarian Poomie, and it's really sweet. It's got very
Hungarian Poomie.
I mean, the kids are going to love a Poomie, aren't they?
It's a herding dog in Hungary, and got very, very soft curly hair, a bit like a cockapoo, like you've got. But these big ears. But then lots of people have told me since that they can be incredibly vocal. Oh. And you just need to know these things, right?
Only one vocal member of your family is needed.
Exactly. Alice does all the chat.
Have you ever come across the Basenji?
Yes, they do
that howling, yodeling sound.
They yodel.
They really unusual creatures.
We're going to test your knowledge of dogs, Claire. We've got a little quiz for you.
Oh, really?
We have cut and shut some dogs, as Ranveer described them earlier.
Cut and shut dogs, yeah.
We've put two different breeds together. We've got the front end of one and the back end of the other. We're going to see just how good you are.
OK.
Are you ready for this? I'm
yes.
not sure if you'd agree for this.
Am I looking at that?
Yeah, is it
little tiny monitor there?
Yes, yeah,
that really tiny monitor there with the big thing written across it.
OK, let's have a look at your first one. This is your first one. I mean, it's, you know...
OK, well, we've got a golden retriever front and a Dachshund back.
Yes, very nicely done. That is, congratulations. No problems there.
Thank you.
Number 2.
This is a whole new game show. Corgi front and...
Ooh. You've actually mentioned this breed already.
Don't help her.
Rottweiler.
Oh, yeah. She got it. Look at that.
I mean, that's an interesting fit, isn't it?
Yeah, go on, next one. Third and final one for a hat-trick.
Chocolate Labrador front, poodle back.
There you go. It's the hat-trick.
She is the queen.
Exciting.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's very difficult. The back end's difficult. Front end's usually easy, but the back end can be out of context, as it were.
Are we still talking about dogs?
We're still talking
about dogs. Just checking.
I thought you were talking about Richard Arnold. Claire, it's so lovely to see you.
Great book.
Thank you for coming in. Best luck with the continued search. And it is a really lovely book, whether you love dogs or not. It's a really,
and it's the history of dogs.
It helps if you do love dogs.
Well, but
you give that to somebody for Christmas and they don't love dogs, they go, well, thanks very much.
It's an enjoyable journey around
dogs,
the UK and enjoy. You can enjoy other people's love. I'm not so that I love my dogs, I don't have one, but I can enjoy other people loving their dogs.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I like you talk about the history when we domesticated dogs in the Victorian era, all that. I love all the history.
Exactly.
Love all the history.
Fun facts.
Super.
Thank you.
Thank you.